Welcome back, class 8. With the hope that you all are having a sound health and safe at your own houses, I'm starting with the rest of the part from chapter 3. We dealt with the renewable sources of energy in the first part. Now we will see what are the non-renewable sources of energy. As we discussed before, that all the fossil fuels that we get from the nature or the natural sources of energy are called the non-renewable sources of energy, which includes coal, petroleum and the natural gas. Okay. Now, as we all know, coal is a black colored solid substance dug out from the coal mines. Chemically, it is a mixture of carbon compounds, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur and water vapor. So we all know that if we how the coals are formed, it is nothing but the decomposed matter of plants and animals which are buried deep under the earth's surface for millions of years. Okay, so it is formed of different compounds. On burning, it provides heat and light. It is used for obtaining heat energy either directly or after converting it into coke through its destructive distillation. Heating of coal in absence of air is called destructive distillation. Coal gas and the coal tar are produced in this process. Okay. Now, as they are widely used by the household and also in the several industries, major industries, they are one of the most widely used substance or the source of energy. Heating of coal produces coal gas, which is actually a mixture of different gas like hydrogen, carbon monoxide and methane. Okay, the light giving power of coal is due to the presence of acetylene, ethylene and benzene that is present in the trace quantities. So this is how, or due to the presence of all these minerals, it gives the lighting power. All right. Next comes the petroleum. We also know that petroleum is also another fossil fuels which are found between the rocks of the between the sedimentary rocks. It is actually the crude oil that is found between the rocks, or and when it goes to the refinery, the actual petroleum comes out. Sorry, it is a dark colored viscous mixture of crude oil, water, then we have soil particles and various hydrocarbon. It is formed through the decomposition of dead remains of small plants and animals buried between the rocks and under the ocean floor crores of years ago. So it is quite similar to that of the coal that they are being produced and they take a very long time to be built or to get stored. So that this is the reason that they cannot be replenished and they are the non-renewable resources. The more we use it, the more we deplete the same. So depletion of all these actually lead to the shortage of the available resources. Okay. Now, the Oil and the Natural Gas Commission, that is the ONGC, and Oil India Limited are two government organizations that are mainly concerned with the search and production of petroleum in India. These two corporations. Okay. The Indian Oil Corporation, that is IOC, is the organization which is basically concerned with refining of petroleum in India. They are the organization which deals with the refining of the petroleum across India. Now, petroleum is found between two non-porous rocks located at great depth inside the earth. In India, petroleum is obtained through oil wells located in Ankaleshwar and Kalol in Gujarat. Okay, Rudrasagar and Lukhawa in Assam. Bombay High, 150 kilometers surface from Mumbai, and the deltas of Godavari and Kaveri rivers. So these are the sites Please remember the sites for extraction of oil. Not all the sites are suitable for oil extraction. It is mainly where we find the non-porous soil, that is where the soil can get stored and will not be transferred from one rock to the other. So that is how we can get the trace of these soil layers, and through it, when we dig these soil layers rock layers through, we get the petroleum. Now, refining of petroleum, separation of more useful components of petroleum from undesired component is called refining. As we extract the crude oil from the rock structure, we get a lot of impurities within this crude oil. So we have to take out those impurities before we get the main oil. Okay, so separation of all kinds of impurities from the crude oil is called the refining process. It is a process of fractional distillation, which is based on the principle of different ranges of boiling points of its different components. So when at a certain temperature, if we expose the soil, then all the gases and some other compounds also get dissolved. Okay, so the fractional distillation is done through a specific plant called the fractional distillation. Here you also have a photograph of it. So this is how the entire process is done, and automatically after that we get the original petroleum. So it is actually the long process through which the petroleum is being extracted, and then it is sent to the different refineries for getting refined. So children, this is all about the chapter sources of energy, where we have learned about different sources of renewable and non-renewable sources. Due to the scarcity of the non-renewable sources, we are trying and moving a lot onto the conventional sources of energy, or the renewable sources of energy, which are the solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, biomass energy, etc. Okay, so that we don't get dependent on our resources too much, and we can actually find the alternative. Okay, now after completion of this chapter, you will do all the short questions that are there in the book. You have different 1 mark question also, you will do them, and also you will try to find the answers of the long question. If you find any problem, I will hold a doubt clearing class, then you can ask me, I can give you the guidelines, but you have to start writing the answers on your own. Okay, you are in class 8 now, and it is expected that you can do comprehension well, and it is nothing but just to find the answers from the book and to jot them down. So I can expect this from you. Please do that till we come back with our next chapter. All right, take care, stay safe.